Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial we are going to learn how to write C++ code for some exams question. So let's go to the question. So over here the question is what? A current overload checker, and the topic is what? If else. And the main question is write a C++ program that accepts the rated current of a circuit breaker and the measured current in a circuit. Additional instruction. These are instructions. So if the measured current is greater than the rated current, display overload detected, circuit breaker should trip. Otherwise, display current is within safe limits. These are the required tasks from the student. These are the tasks that are required. Accept the rated current of the circuit breaker. So your C++ code must what? Accepts the rated current of the circuit breaker. Accept a measured current in the circuit. Compare the measured current with rated current. Display the correct overload or save limit message. So the student should, and the lecturer asks the student to do what? To write what? Algorithm, pseudocode, flowchart, C++ program. Test your results using at least two input cases. So let's go and see how we are going to solve this question. Before we write our C++ code, I want us to go and look at the requirement first. So the requirement says that what your C++ code should be able to what? Accept the rated current in the circuit, accept the measured current in the circuit, compare the measured current with what? The rated current, and should be able to what? Display the what? The correct overload or save limit message. So this means that your header file should be what? IO stream. IO stream. This IO stream simply means what? Input output stream. So our next thing is what? We are going to type what? Using what? Namespace standard. So we are going to type using namespace standard. So when you type using namespace at the beginning, it helps you to avoid repetition of using it. So our next thing is to what? To declare a variable. So let's declare the variable int main. So over here, let's declare a variable. I want us to use float because maybe our input current can either be what? A decimal. So in using float, it helps you to what? To declare what? Maybe a decimal input. So rated current, comma, then what? Measured current. Now our next command is what? Your C++ should give instruction to the user to what? To what? Maybe input your current. Should input what? The rated current. So for that command, you have to type what? C out. So it will be C out. So enter rated current in what? Ampere. Enter rated current. Current in ampere. You move to what? Next line. So you want to tell your computer that entered value is for what? Is the input rated current. So you tell him that what? So it will be C in the rated current. So rated current. Then enter. Then the second one is what? Should be able to what? Display the second command for the user to enter the measured current. So enter. So now it will be what? Measured current in ampere, and it will so now is what? Is the measured current. So let's change this place to what? Measured current. Measured current. You see, very simple. So if then your condition, so the condition is over here. Let's go back to the question. If the measured current is greater than rated current, you see, so that's a condition. So let's go back to our C++. So if condition, so measured current. If measured current is what? Greater than rated current. Rated current. This is your condition. Let's go back to the question. So if it is correct, if the measured current is greater than the rated current, display overload. So this is it. So should be able to display. So for the display command, we use cout. Then so this, so end that line. Then next one, else. So you can decide to, let's do it at the top. The else should be what? Cout. So otherwise, display current is within save limit. So this current within save limit. Within save limit. Full stop. You see. Then you have to end that line too. So end that line. This is it. And enter. Return 0. You see. So let's try to run our circuit and see. Okay. Practical. Practical 2. So let's try. Enter rated current in ampere. So 12 ampere. Enter. Enter measured current. So let's assume 10 ampere. Enter. So current is within save limit. So let's try a different way, the other way. So let's run this code again and see. So enter the rated current in ampere, so 12. So enter measured current in ampere, so 15. Overload detected. Circuit breaker should trip. You see, it means our code is working perfectly. Thank you.